exciting half because it's gone completely against my expectations. And I remember you said the Man City defense would suffer in this, and they are suffering.
They are weak.
They're very weak. And I think apart from Husanov, who seems to show some guile back there, everybody else in the back is completely undone.
And if Man United were clinical, they would have really scored 2 goals very quickly in this match, because I can see that City, they cannot attack with their normal verve because they are worried because of the back line. So most of the time they are finding themselves falling back, and you can see at the end of the first half, Rodri has a yellow card, and of course Haaland is slightly limping, and with that clash with Harry Maguire, I don't know whether he'll come back in the second half. But where Amorim is, I know he's wondering, is this the same team which lacked commitment? You know the way they were playing? They were playing without commitment. They were playing without urgency. But today, they are defending with their shape and they're attacking with their shape. So what do you think?
I think first and foremost, bringing back Michael Carrick, a person who really loves and owns the club, brings back a type of identity. And you've seen every single time a team is kind of coached by one of the ex-players who were really good, because Michael Carrick was a very good midfielder playing for Manchester United. They tend to listen to these kind of players. And like I said, they have reverted back to a shape that's a little more balanced, stable, the 4-2-3-1. And we discussed Kobe Mainoo, and I told you I would think that this is a player who does not have a lack of talent, but who probably has not had confidence. And now I think they are playing with a lot of confidence. Don't forget, however, that Manu could have gone down to 10 men pretty easy in the 11th minute when Diogo Dalot,
that challenge.
That challenge on Doku, which was a very dangerous challenge.
So
he's kind of lucky to have stayed on, and with his staying on, I think Manchester United is proving everyone wrong. I'm actually surprised that I'm enjoying watching Manchester United play better than I am enjoying Man City play.
And you see, on the 3rd minute, you remember Harry Maguire had a header off the crossbar. It was very close.
Yes, very
Carrick
close.
Jumped up, thought he had scored.
Yes. I mean, you have to really go back and look at the Manchester United of past days and ask yourself,
where was this team?
Where was this team? Where were these players? You know, Bruno Fernandes, who has been, I think, the most consistent player in this team for that was a very dangerous challenge. I think it was also very high, unnecessary.
High boot.
It was high, it was unnecessary. It could have actually ruined Doku's probably game and season as well, because that was completely unnecessary. And I don't know why the VR didn't intervene, because that was a very, very clear high challenge. But that said, because Doku at least did not get injured and did not go off the pitch, I think it's good that the game is still played with all the players on the pitch, because otherwise we will have started having excuses of
a few players. But if you look at Man City, by the way, their possession is 72.3. They have been owning the ball, only that they are not having the ball at the right places they would like to have the ball.
Yes.
And that means at the most dangerous places.
Yes.
But they're not having it. United has a possession of 27.7, but has had very dangerous goals across the bar.
You know, if you were glancing up at your TV every single time the commentator shouted, because there was action, you will think Man United dominated this game.
Yes.
Because they have owned the most important parts of that first half.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy now looking at the statistics that Man City actually had 70. Where did they have this 72%?
72%. I'm shocked. I looked at it and I'm like, woo.
This is not even true, because where did they? It's Manu who have struck the crossbar, like you said.
Yeah.
They've had 2 goals ruled out for offside.
Yes.
They have been at the center of action. There is this whole progression of play where Rodri finally gets himself a yellow card, frustrated that there's consistent waves of attacks from Manchester United.
Yes.
I don't know where this 72% is coming from. Of course, I don't fault the statistics, but Manu is playing way, way, way better.
Beyond our expectation.
Yes.
Exceeding expectation. Like class 8.
If these ones were joining grade 10.
Yeah, exceeding expectation.
Straight Alliance High. No questions about it. They're spectacular today.
They've really tried. Yeah. I don't know, when you look at the team, who would come in? Because now is 45 minutes. You see, I know Arsenal fans are very happy wherever they are seated.
Yeah.
Because they would not want Man United to lose.
Yeah.
Today, all Arsenal fans are behind United.
Yeah.
The best result for them is 0-0.
Yeah.
But better if United wins.
Than if City wins. Yeah, of course, they want to increase that gap between themselves and Man City, hoping they win their match. Is it today or tomorrow?
Today, in the evening.
Later today.
Yeah.
But you ask who should come in for Manchester United.
Yeah.
At the moment, I don't think anyone needs to come on. The team is playing very well, and I think it just doesn't look like an experiment. It looks like something that the coach was very, very certain of. So they're playing very, very well. It's really fluid. At some point, I will definitely bring in Mason Mount. Mason Mount, I think, is a very, very technical player.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Up front.
Yeah.
If you get a dead ball, of course, we have Bruno who can strike it really nice.
Yeah.
But I will want him on at some point. And again, Mateus Cunha. But I don't still think it's time for them to come on. Let the team play as they're playing for the next 15, 20 minutes. And then probably you can do the tinkering once we have tired legs.
There's a question I wanted to ask you. There's always something people say about Bruno.
What's that?
Anything is always about Bruno is not good enough. Oh, Bruno, he complains a lot. What's your analysis on Bruno?
My analysis on Bruno is if you're looking at pure football, he's probably the most likable player in this team. If you're looking for captain material, probably there's a debate in that. Because the last time me and you were sat here, we discussed who should be ideally Arsenal's captain. And we were talking about Gabriel, we were talking about Rice, because there is also the personality. I am
Rice
also not a fan.
and Gabriel,
Yeah, I'm also not a fan of Bruno's constant complaints.
Yeah.
And I think he could do better. But as a footballer, as a performer, Bruno is the best in Manchester United.
And for many years, around 8 years, and in a mile.
By a distant mile, yes. Nobody even comes close. And I'm thinking, if we can sit to recognize how good Bruno is in a team that's been underperforming. Remember this, I think it was last season, where Manchester United and Tottenham were playing in a European final.
Yes.
But were both very near relegation, just above the relegation zone at the end of the season in Real.
Yeah.
And even then, you could see that they have one world-class player. A team that's facing relegation has a world-class player.
Yeah, Bruno was always pushing and doing something.
Yeah, so if we were in a better team, we would definitely think different of him. He's totally world-class.
Now, Man United has been accused of playing very good football against top teams. But when it goes to the bottom half, if you look at their statistics, they lose all their matches against bottom teams. And I'll give you an example. Even Wolves, they drew with. If you look at the back, they drew with Wolves. They lost to West Ham.
They drew with Burnley.
They drew with Leeds. They drew with the back. The bottom six.
Yeah.
United's biggest problem is bottom six.
Yeah. They actually beat Liverpool.
They beat the top teams. I will tell you.
Yeah.
If you look at Wolves, they drew, isn't it? Burnley, draw. West Ham, draw or lost. Nottingham Forest, draw. Leeds, draw. They have not won.
Yeah.
So the only team they can win is from 15. So if you can lose the bottom six, there's a problem.
There's a problem. I don't know if it's a dogma thing they're told, okay, this is easy, just don't do this.
Yeah, because how in the earth do you always misperform against the bottom teams? If you look at all these other top teams, Arsenal, they always make sure they've defeated all the bottom teams.
Yes.
So Arsenal has defeated Leeds, Nottingham Forest, West Ham, Burnley and Wolves. All of them. If you go to Liverpool, they've defeated them. Man City the same, Brentford the same, Newcastle the same, Chelsea the same. But if you come to United,
they falter.
The only people they win against are the top teams. So they beat the top teams, lose to the bottom teams.
It's a horrible strategy.
Stupid strategy.
You know, one thing, and I'll just give you a classroom example.
Yeah.
And this is how I look at things. If you have 8 papers, say like the papers we sat in high school, and you know you are very strong at a certain paper, it's an easy paper, My tactic is to always score 100% in the easy papers. You don't know how difficult the difficult papers are going to be. You don't know how many other people master the difficult papers instead. Like, just sweep the easy ones and then struggle with these others. If you pass them, well and good. If you don't, you already have you pass mark. I mean, so I think Manchester United will, just like Arsenal is doing, should actually make sure that they make light work of the easy teams. And then if they can beat Liverpool and they can frustrate Arsenal and they can beat Man City, then I mean, there is no excuse why they should be struggling against Wolves and such teams at the bottom of the table. 100% no reason. No.
Ask yourself, Everton defeated them 10-man at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Everton got a early red card in the 13th minute.
No, United, Everton, got an early red card.
Early red card, yes. And
in the first half. And they still beat United at home.
United at home, yeah.
How do you explain such misperformance when it comes to a big team against a small team?
This is why people believe in magic and witchcraft.
Yeah, it's actually witchcraft.
How else do you explain this?
Yeah, it's witchcraft.
Yeah,
a 10-man defeating you at home?
Because if they played as they did today against the bottom teams, there is no team that is withstanding that pressure.
There's no team,
none
actually.
Whatsoever.
Yeah,
so I don't actually understand what goes on. But there's a new era, of course. We have Michael Carrick back on the bench, so probably this is going to be different. And
Chucky is coming in.
He's coming in.
And also,
O'Reilly.
And O'Reilly.
This is going to be interesting.
It's a double change for his City.
This is going to be interesting.
They've been living, a City, I think Guardiola has realized, if he doesn't change the pack early enough, he's going to face it rough.
Yes.
And he's decided it's time, and let's see who gets out.
This is now going to be very interesting because I believe that now they have the most talented player on the pitch coming on.
Ryan Checky.
Yes, I think.
But I don't know who they've subbed. Let me just check clear quick.
Foden is out for Ryan. I can see 47 go up. I don't know who is come off for the left back. I can see Ake has moved to centre back. Yeah, I'm just looking off the screen. I can see he's playing a left centre back. So I can see Husanov is still in. It's the young man, Alain. It must be.
Should be Alain.
It should be him. And it is him.
Should be Alain.
It actually is him. Him and Foden, they have left the park.
Yeah, O'Reilly has come in.
Yeah.
And Foden must have an injury.
Yeah, Foden has left, and even if he does not have an injury, he didn't really have an impact going forward. And I think for this City, sometimes Guardiola has to substitute out really good players because the players on the bench are also really good. Yeah, a good problem to have where there are so many good players.
A score there it is.
And close.
But who is Adalo?
I think it was a Dalot cross that Dogu didn't take advantage of. Yeah.
But he was offside.
This is very good play. I think he played himself on onside again because of Ake. See where Ake is before the ball is released? Yeah, I think he was.
But you know the problem with Ake? Ake always plays people on.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
At centre back,
he does that a lot.
He plays people on a lot of time.
I think the reason why Man City is being forced to use Ake in centre back is because they are missing two of their best centre backs, in Diaz and Stones, and they don't have anyone else apart from the young man who they've just substituted out, who was clearly not good enough for this game. Yes. Yeah. So I do not think Guardiola feels like that's Ake's best position, but he's the best now that they don't have alternatives as it stands, which is why I feel like the signing of Maguire was very well thought out. They will not have any shortages in that positions anymore. It takes just one good defender to make the whole defense look good,
So to our listeners out there, so Man City has done a double substitution. Of course, change. Alain has been at centre back, has been replaced by Lewis, who has come as right back, and of course Ake goes to the centre back, and then Foden has been replaced by Ryan Chucky. So it means like two players out. Man City have made their changes very early because of they're seeing that United are really, really pressuring them into this match. So they need to really up their game. And of course, we hope that Ahmad, that's gone.
Yeah, yellow card very early on.
Yeah, for Lewis, eh?
Yeah, no, for O'Reilly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, O'Reilly. He's been on the pitch for 2 minutes. He already has a yellow card. He let Ahmad steal the ball.
Ahmad is very quick.
He's very quick and very, very tactically apt. So you let him go and he's gone. So
Ooh,
tag of the shirt, another yellow card.
dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Dangerous game.
Yes.
Dangerous game.
Yes.
So, our listeners, we are going for a short break. When we come back, we tell you how the game has progressed. It's 0-0. Man City is 0, United 0, and of course, United on the attack again, and City clears the ball off the danger area. We meet at full time. Of course, it's a Spice pitch side, and I'm your host, C.E.O. Charles Otieno, with Peter Theuri. Keep listening and.
Spice and everything nice.